the presidential election don't go well for you, will you consider continue to join the opposition or in fact head our own opposition party?
I did say before that I'm here for all Singaporeans. This is not just for opposition. The views that I champion are shared even by some members of the PAP, and they have given me. You look at it. There is diversity of opinion within PAP. Just look at this election. It's 3 former PAP members who are coming out. They represent different sections of opinion within PAP. Tan Kinian left probably a few years ago, but Dr. Tan Jee Say left only 3 months ago, or 3 or 4 months ago. So it's very recent. It's not an old issue. It's a very recent and current issue, the diversity of opinion within PAP itself. So which is good. I mean, and there are people from the PAP and the cadres who spoke to me say that, well, they are unhappy because the current PAP has deviated from the earlier ideology, from the founding fathers, where you look after the people, have a common touch, do it for public service, not do it for high salary. And also, and it's only a few days ago I met an ex-MP, not an old one, young MP, also very unhappy, not just ministerial salary, but also the way ministers are appointed. And there is, there is a lot of diversity within PAP, and they are looking towards me as well to provide the representation for diverse opinion in society, because the views articulated by these PAP members are also the views held by the opposition. So these views are not the monopoly of the opposition. They are shared by people across the section, and I hope to articulate them, to represent them in this general election.
But will you go for GE 2016?
Well, I think it's 5 years away, so a lot of things can happen within. So what I intend to remain in public life. What form it takes depends on how this pans out and what the campaign do and what my supporters say, because they are the one who want somebody to champion their cause. And if they think that I'm appropriate to champion the cause, then I will step forward again. But I'm not closing any options. There are lots of things you can do in public life without joining any political party. You can join. I can be a think tank, join a think tank, or I can join some charitable organization. So there are various ways of doing public life.
Regarding the rallies, we just spoke to Nicole. She said that you actually invited her to be a speaker on your
rally. Yes, I think,
okay,
yeah.
So what are the list of speakers that you have in plan for your rally?
Well, that's a secret. You must turn up to see them, hear them.
There's only left 3 days before your rally, so you want to just give us a little bit of,
information. Yeah, we will release the information.
So why Nicole? Yeah.
I think Nicole appeals to the young people. I want to have a great cross-section of speakers, and she's articulate, she can speak, and she has a heart for the young, for old people. So I think she can represent the young.
So what do you think of her endorsement of you?
Well, I think I like it. I'm very happy whoever endorses me. Of course, some press said I was only endorsed by TRE, but obviously more people than TRE endorse me.
What do you think needs to be done for the elderly?
A lot, because if we are going to encourage, because the young couple today are squeezed, they have to look after their elderly couple, and they have to look after themselves, and they have to look after their own children. That is why we have this problem of not enough children, because they have to look after their parents first and themselves first. Then children will come later. But we want to make them want children early, because they miss the boat. I mean, for women, you have a biological clock. So you don't want to wait until too long to have children. You get tired and you are worried that there will be complications. Ideally, women should have a children before they are 30 or around the age of 30. But you look at this, by the age of 30, how many years have you worked and how much can you earn at the age of 30 and how much savings do you have? So it's not right. So it must be a holistic approach, cost of living, housing, cars and all that, transport, that should be looked at. We should just not be so pedantic about our philosophy that people will abuse, there will be abusers, but the abusers of the few must not deprive the genuine needs of the majority.
This is going into policy issues.
No, yeah, the president is also a center of moral power. It's a center of moral power. I'm sure that we can encourage through the moral authority exercised by the elected president can talk to the government of the day.
So it sounds as if you are going to be a lobbyist president for a lot of specific causes.
Yeah, they are. The causes are worth it, and it's about time that somebody lobby for these people.
Your views known to the public, or would it be, like you mentioned before, in closed door discussions?
Well, I did mention that before the election, I have to tell people where I stand. But after election, I'm not going to take a confrontation attitude. That's wrong. I will talk to the government first. Definitely, that will be my approach. There is no need to grandstand. No need to grandstand. Elected president, that I'm not fighting for votes. So people know what my views are. They voted me in on my views. I can go on to do my work quietly with the government. I'll work with the government as one team, not as a separate center of power, but as one team with a moral overlay.
So can you just give us an idea of what again are these lobbying points that you will want?
Well, it's actually points of conscience, you know. We shouldn't be asking people whether they want to eat in hawker center, a restaurant, or a food court. I mean, that's avoiding the issue. The question is a monthly subsistence of $300 sufficient? Even if we increase to $500, you're not going to be able to eat in a restaurant. Let's not beat around the bush. Let's not avoid the issue and make fun. The worst is to make fun of poor people. These people are in genuine need and you are making fun of them.
I mean, as a question we pose, I mean, if there's a ISA issues, I mean, will you exercise your veto power?
Well, I think the veto power is quite specific about continuing detention. Mm-hmm. So obviously, I will have to look into that. There's some circumstances of the case. Mm-hmm. You know, I wish that they should have a review about the ISA. I think it has outlived its usefulness. It is in the last few years it's being used for terrorists. But there are other laws to handle these people.